Lina und Michael, German Curriculum, Chapter 5, Section 3, G53. Continuing household items, zu Hause, at home. Okay, we are now dealing with the actual rooms and other items in, I believe it's mostly kitchen area right here. Okay, so kitchen is die Küche. Küche is kitchen. Not to be, and plural would be Küchen. But of course you usually probably have one kitchen, not two. Not to be mistaken though with Kuchen, that's cake. The thing that makes it different is the umlaut, the two dots over the U. That's what makes it say Küche or Küchen instead of Kuchen. Okay, because Kuchen is cake, Küchen are kitchens. So not the same thing. Anyway, I just want to make sure you know that, because at first glance, yes, it does look like it might be the same word. Okay, trocknet ab, that means dries off. Reason that's important is a lot of Germans may have dishwashers, but they don't have drying functions, or they don't have dishwashers at all and have to dry their dishes themselves. They do that a lot, and it's not because they don't exist, it's just part of the way it is there. I'll get into that in class. Das Handtuch, well, it's two words together, hand, and tuch is towel, so the hand towel as opposed to the beach towel or something like that, yeah? Then we have der... Oh, by the way, though, Handtuch is used for, like, bath towel or whatever, or beach towel, just in slang as well. People just don't take it as precisely as the words are. You know, they say if you're going to the beach, they might ask if you brought Handtücher. Well, you didn't bring hand towels, you brought Badetücher, bathing towels. Anyway, but it's... Handtuch is used as towel, even if it's not quite accurate, being that a hand towel is much smaller than a beach towel or bath towel, but it's just that way. It's one of those things. So that's the word. If you're going to learn the word for towel, this is the way to learn it, Handtuch. So anyway, der Küchenschrank is the kitchen closet. Well, what is that? It's a cabinet, because Schrank is closet, and you probably don't have a closet in there in your kitchen. Probably, I mean, if you do, it's a pantry, and that has a different word, which is not on this list. So that would be die Essenskammer, the eating chamber, like a little room where you put stuff. Anyway, der Kühlschrank, which means the cool closet, literally. Well, what is that? That would be the fridge. So, anyway, that's what that is. And they are much, much smaller in Germany. They exist bigger, but since everything is smaller in Germany, because 80 million plus people live in a place the size of the state of Oregon, and remember, Germany fits into Texas 5 times, so it's much, much smaller and much more populated. Everything is smaller, and that can be seen clearly in the size of their refrigerators. So a Kühlschrank is a cool closet. And you might notice that there's no word for freezer here. It's usually because in a Kühlschrank there's a little tiny section called a Gefrierfach, which means not a frozen subject, but it means a freezing compartment. Remember in the school chapter I said that Fach also means category or compartment? That's all they have, you know, fit a couple of, you know, frozen dinners in there and 1 or 2 ice trays, and that's about it. That would also be because they don't use ice anywhere near to the extent that Americans use it. So, anyway, that's how that is. So, anyway, a very common size for Kühlschrank, by the way, is if you've ever been to a hotel and seen a mini bar or a you know, a fridge that's in a hotel room, that's millions of Germans' normal size fridge right there. So, you know, very, very small. Der Herd, that would be the range. Don't use that word much anymore in English, I'm sure. It's used stove or stovetop or something like that. The word Herd related to the older English word hearth, which is where you made your fire and then you cooked your food on top of it, that sort of thing. Okay, so Herd and hearth, those are the cognates, but may or may not know that word. It's older and technology has changed. Anyway, it's not a herd of cows, okay? That is almost the same word. That would be Herde, with an E at the end, die Herde, then it would be, for cows. Anyway, but, okay, then we go kitchen counter, countertop, etc. is called the work plate. Arbeit is work, and Platte, of course, is plate. So the work plate, as in flat space where you can do work, yes? And so that's the Arbeitsplatte countertop. And I didn't write kitchen countertop because it could be in the garage too. Of course, we're dealing with kitchen, but if you have a sort of a working area in the garage or something, that could also be an Arbeitsplatte. Then we have das Geschirr. Geschirr is the word for cookery. In other words, you probably use just the word dishes. Of course, dishes includes various different items. So anyway, that's Geschirr, all of it. Okay, I don't know why Besteck is not on here, but Besteck is the cutlery, meaning your knives and forks, etc. So your silverware, as they call it in America. So anyway, that's I don't know why that isn't on the list. I think it should be. Maybe I'll have to add it. Anyway, spült das Geschirr. Spülen means rinsing or flushing, but in German, in the kitchen, spülen infers not just rinsing but actually washing them. Okay, even though spülen is only rinsing. Oh, and die Spüle, that is means the rinser, and what is that? That's the kitchen sink. A little bit different than the one in the bathroom. You call a Waschbecken, a washing basin. The one in the kitchen you call a Spüle, or a Spülbecken, meaning a rinsing basin, and the kitchen sink. So that's what that is. And then spült das Geschirr is just talking about that, meaning rinsing dishes, inferring actually cleaning them, though. Wirklich sauer. Okay, this is all not kitchen stuff from this point on. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Oven is, of course, Ofen is kitchen. But anyway, we have here wirklich sauer. Wirklich was really, and sauer, remember, was sour, but it also meant angry. So wirklich sauer, really angry. We'll get to why we need that phrase. Der Popo, that's the butt. They have steckt, which means sticks, like to set something, stick something in the closet, whatever, that kind of thing. Legt, that means lays, lay something on the table, yes. Stellt, that means to stand something or put something. Stellt sein Fahrrad up. He's setting his bicycle up or whatever. That's how that is. It stands. It's a couple of different things. Anyway, stellen is to stand something up somewhere, but it could also mean setting something somewhere. Just so. And then the word trocken means dry. Okay, so that's an adjective, and that's I guess these all are going to be in the story, which we are continuing now. Rolf, the neighbor, has the hots for Sabine, and Michael is not pleased, and because he's getting bolder and bolder, this Rolf character, and as you will see now, I will read the story, you can look at the pictures, and then we'll go through it as always. Die Küche ist sehr schmutzig und es gibt schmutziges Geschirr in der Spüle und auf der Arbeitsplatte. Michael putzt den Kühlschrank, den Ofen und den Herd. Sabine spült das Geschirr und Rolf trocknet es ab und stellt es in den Küchenschrank. Er schlägt Sabines Popo mit dem Handtuch. Michael ist wirklich sauer. Okay, perhaps you can tell by the pictures or the words or both what's going on, but we will make sure that that is clear. By the way, this picture here, like I said, is more of an exaggeration. That's just so you recognize it as a fridge in America. Probably about half of that would be the size of a fridge for millions and millions and millions of Germans. So, anyway, so that's that. Okay, let's go here. Die Küche ist sehr schmutzig. Stop right here. The kitchen is very smutty, as in it has lots of dirt. Schmutz is dirt, remember? So the kitchen is very dirty. Und es gibt schmutziges Geschirr in der Spüle. It gives, or there is. Es gibt, remember, that means there is as well. Es gibt schmutziges Geschirr in der Spüle. There is dirty, smutty, dirty Geschirr, so cookery, plates, whatever, all the dishes. There are dirty dishes in the Spüle, in the kitchen sink, and on the work plate, which means the counter. So that all right there, yes? And then we have Michael putzt den Kühlschrank. Let's stop here. Michael cleans the cool closet. So Michael is cleaning the fridge, basically. Here he is with a spray bottle and a rag, and there's the cool closet. And he also cleans den Ofen und den Herd, so the oven and the hearth, meaning the stove. So he's going to clean the oven and the stovetop as well. Sabine spült das Geschirr. Stop here. Sabine is right here, and she's rinsing, as in washing, though. Like I said, spülen infers not just rinsing, but washing. Sabine rinses the dishes, or, cleans the dishes. Und Rolf trocknet es ab und stellt es in den Küchenschrank. And Rolf dries it off, trocknet es ab, Rolf dries it off, and stands or sets it in the kitchen closet, which means the kitchen cabinet. That's what he's doing. He's got a towel there, and he's setting the dishes in the kitchen cabinet. Schlägt, oh, here we go. This is, yeah. If you wonder why that face is there, well, and here we go. Schlägt Sabines Popo mit dem Handtuch. He hits Sabines butt with the hand towel. So he slaps her on the butt with the hand towel. And do we think that happy about this? No. Michael ist wirklich sauer. Michael is very, I'm sorry, not very, really, he's really, wirklich is really, sour, as in angry. And there you go. There's the picture of sauer sein right there. He is sauer, and rightfully so.